Have you ever looked around and thought, is there a better way to grow older than ending up in a nursing home? You're not alone. For many folks between 60 and 85, even thinking about nursing homes stirs up a wave of anxiety. It can feel like losing control, like someone's already writing the last chapter of your life, and you're not ready to close the book. But here's the truth no one talks about enough. Nursing homes are no longer the only path. In fact, there's a quiet revolution happening, and it's being led by people just like you. People who are saying, I want to age differently. Safer. Happier. With dignity. And on their own terms. So in this video, we're diving into 7 real alternatives to nursing homes. These aren't just ideas, they're working, practical solutions that people are already choosing. And they could change everything about how you, or someone you love, navigates this next chapter. Some are simple. Some might surprise you. But all of them have one thing in common: they put you back in the driver's seat. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and stick with me to the end. Because by the time we finish, you might just discover the option that fits your life perfectly. 1. Staying in your own home, with a little help. Let's start with something that more and more older adults are choosing these days: staying at home, but with in-home care. Not because they have to, but because they want to live well, safely, and comfortably, right where they are. The goal isn't to give up independence, it's to enhance it. In-home care means you can get help with everyday things like cooking, laundry, errands, or more personal needs like bathing, dressing, and remembering your meds. It's not about luxury. It's about keeping your routine, your space, your life, just with a little support. Imagine waking up in your own bed, making coffee in your kitchen, sitting on your porch, watering your own plants. These small things, they matter. And they can make a huge difference in your mental health, your confidence, and even your memory. Studies show that seniors who stay at home tend to have better brain health and experience less depression than those who move into a facility. Let me tell you about Eleanor. She's 78. Her knees give her trouble, and sometimes she forgets to take her pills. But with a home aide who stops by 5 days a week, she's doing just fine. She still does her crossword every morning, watches the birds out her window, and meets her neighbor for coffee every Sunday. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. All because she had the option to stay home, with just the right amount of help. And the best part? In-home care is flexible. Need help every day? Great. Just once a week? That's okay too. It grows with you, and it's built to respect your independence, not take it away. Hey, if you're still with me and finding this helpful, take a quick second to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell icon so you never miss a video, and share this with someone you love. It might be exactly what they need to hear today. We're just getting started, so make sure you watch till the end, because what's coming up could truly change how you think about aging. 2. Living with family, but in a new way. Now, maybe staying at home isn't the right fit, but you're also not ready for a facility. That brings us to another option: living with family. Now hold on, this isn't about giving up your independence or being anyone's burden. It's about building a new kind of partnership with the people you love. Done right, multi-generational living creates a daily rhythm of connection, support, and meaning. You're not just there, you're involved. You might help with the grandkids, tell stories no one else remembers, or just be that steady, loving presence that makes a house feel like home. And you get something just as powerful in return: a sense of belonging, purpose, and being truly needed. But here's the key: it has to work for everyone. That means honest conversations, clear boundaries, and real respect on both sides. You're not moving in to be taken care of. You're moving in to share life. Take Harold. He's 81. After losing his wife, his daughter invited him to live in the renovated space above their garage. He's got his own entrance, kitchenette, and schedule. But he also joins family dinners, cheers at his grandson's baseball games, and shares stories that make everyone laugh. He has privacy and connection. And financially? It's smart. Shared living can lower costs, reduce stress, and sometimes even qualify for tax breaks or government help. But above all, it gives you something you can't put a price on: reassurance. When something unexpected happens, you're not alone. If this idea resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Just type number 2, so I know you're still with me. 3. Aging in place, with smart modifications. This next one is powerful, and it's changing lives. Aging in place, with smart home upgrades. This isn't about being stubborn and refusing to move. It's about saying, you know what? Let's make this house work with me, not against me. People are installing stair lifts, walk-in tubs, grab bars in the bathroom, non-slip floors, motion lights that come on if you get up at night. It's not about giving into age, it's about being proactive, safe, and independent. And technology? It's your friend. Voice assistants, pill reminders, medical alert systems, video doorbells, they're not gadgets anymore. They're tools for dignity. Linda knows this well. She's 79. After a fall, she remodeled her bathroom and added safety features all around the house. At first, she felt embarrassed. She said, "I didn't want to feel old." But after a few weeks, she told her daughter, "I feel freer than I have in years." She showers without fear, moves confidently, sleeps better. All because she made the choice to prepare, instead of waiting for another accident. If you have adult children or caregivers helping you make these choices, let me say this: supporting aging in place is one of the greatest acts of love and respect you can offer. It says, "We believe in your strength. And we want you to feel like yourself, for as long as possible." 4. Multi-generational living, with clear boundaries. Let's talk about one more living option that's making a comeback, but with a fresh, modern twist. Multi-generational living. Now, before you picture crowded houses or giving up your quiet time, hear me out. This isn't about becoming the babysitter or the family cook unless you want to. It's about living together in a way that works, with boundaries, respect, and space for everyone. When it's done thoughtfully, this setup brings connection, purpose, and companionship, all things that are tough to find in institutional care. You're not just being looked after. You're contributing. You're valued. And you're sharing life, not just space. But, and this is important, clarity is key. Have conversations up front. What does privacy look like? What routines matter to you? How will responsibilities be divided? Everyone should feel heard, including you. Take Patricia. She's 83. After her husband passed, she moved in with her daughter and son-in-law. They set her up with a beautiful private suite, honored her routines, and included her in daily decisions. She didn't become extra help around the house. She became the trusted bedtime storyteller, the wise voice in the room, and the calm in the chaos. She says she feels needed, not used. Supported, not smothered. And for her family? They say it's like having a living treasure under their roof. So, if you're still watching and this one speaks to you, type number 4 in the comments to let us know you're here and thinking about it. And don't forget, subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos crafted just for you. 5. Independent living communities, with on-demand support. Let's be honest, sometimes it can feel like the only options are staying home alone or moving into a facility. But there's a middle ground. Independent living communities. These are perfect for folks who can care for themselves but want a little extra support, on your terms. You usually live in a private apartment or cottage. You come and go as you please. You cook if you want, or enjoy community meals. Help with errands or medical needs is just a phone call away. But the best part? The community. Loneliness is one of the most invisible threats as we age. It creeps in, little by little, draining joy, purpose, even your immune system. Being surrounded by others in your same season of life, people who get it, that can change everything. You can join a book club, go for walks, take art classes, or just chat with a neighbor over coffee. No pressure, just options. And don't worry, these aren't one-size-fits-all places. Some focus on wellness and nature, others on learning, music, or creativity. You can choose one that fits your soul, not just your age. Take Richard. He's 78. After his wife passed and his kids moved far away, his home started to feel more like a prison than a sanctuary. He was lonely. Then he found a community with a woodworking shop, walking trails, and a weekly film club. He says retirement finally feels like something to enjoy, not just endure. And remember, your support, by watching, subscribing, and sharing, helps us keep creating content like this to inform and inspire you. 6. Intergenerational living communities, a new way to belong. Now here's a trend that's really exciting. Intergenerational living. These communities bring together people of all ages, seniors, families, students, and singles, into vibrant neighborhoods that are full of life, not silence. Forget the idea of sterile buildings or senior-only zones. These are real neighborhoods with gardens, libraries, activity centers, and most importantly, connection. You might have a young teacher living next door, a single mom across the street, or a college student helping out in the community garden. They might lend a hand with groceries or tech stuff. You might share stories, meals, laughter. It's not charity, it's mutual respect. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 76 and lives in one of these neighborhoods in Oregon. Nearby, high school students live in dorm-style housing. Every Thursday, she runs a poetry circle. In return, they help her with tech issues, carry heavy things, and even introduce her to music she never thought she'd enjoy. She says she hasn't felt this alive in years. These communities aren't just heartwarming, they're brain-boosting. Studies show older adults in intergenerational communities experience slower cognitive decline and far lower rates of loneliness. And the younger folks? They gain empathy, wisdom, and real-world connection you just can't get from a screen. If you've ever felt like you still have more to give, but didn't know where to place that energy, this might be your answer. Because connection in later life isn't a luxury. It's medicine. And sometimes, the best medicine is a shared meal, a good laugh, or a warm hello from someone across the garden. Final thoughts, your life, your way. So, let's come back to where we started. Getting older doesn't mean giving up control. It doesn't mean handing over your independence or your dignity. We know the fear. The silent worry of ending up in a place that doesn't feel like home. But today, you've heard about real alternatives. Options that honor your spirit, your strength, and your story. Whether it's aging at home with help, living with adult children, but with clear boundaries, joining a senior village, choosing an independent community, or becoming part of something bigger in an intergenerational neighborhood. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. But there is a common thread. The desire to stay human. To stay connected. To stay in control of what matters most. So take a breath, and ask yourself. Which of these options made your shoulders drop just a little? Which one gave you hope? Which one felt like you? Because this chapter, this next phase of life, is still yours to write. Thank you for spending this time with us today. If something resonated with you, leave a comment below, tell us what you learned, or how you plan to use it in your life. Your voice matters here. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about. Your support means the world, and it helps us continue creating thoughtful, empowering content for folks just like you. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and above all, stay you.